Hi guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the Three Hammers podcast. So getting a little bit familiar now. It's just me and Luke here again today. But yeah, here we go.
He was spotted over at Tottenham Fan TV actually. So I don't know whether there's a rival transfer going on with Lee.
Yeah,
but he's not here. We push on. I know you still enjoy the show, guys, because the comments have been fantastic when me and Paul have done the show over the last couple of weeks together. What better way to start than Friday night? And as you could probably tell, my voice is still very horsey. Unbelievable. Yeah. Unbelievable. And I think I used that word about 100 times in the actual vlog. Unbelievable. It really was. Like, the season's been horrendous, and we'll talk about that in the season review in a couple of weeks. But that performance just sort of was icing on the cake. It was like, okay, this season's been terrible, but my God, you can't take that away whenever you beat them guys.
It went a long way to make up for all the rubbish we've had this season, which is crazy. I have to say as well, by the way, watched last week's podcast. I called it. I said we was going to win.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? We did. We sort of both half called it with you one. I even said that in the vlog, me and Lee. I did say we had due one. There was a sort of funny vibe during the day that you felt, it's something here.
It's one of them games. Like, it's just one of them games where the form book just goes out the window. You know, it really does. Anything could happen. And we did it. Unbelievable. That's it. Everything I've said in the last few weeks, forget about it. Give Slav a 10-year contract.
Yeah, I know. And their heads were just gone. Like they didn't really want it. Like West Ham were just on it the whole time.
It's so
9
frustrating.
out of 10s all over the pitch. Even Calieri, like I know he missed that gilt edge one when he robbed Alderweireld.
I don't know. Have you seen it again?
Yeah, I have seen it again.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he could have done much more. It was a fantastic save. It was a fantastic against nearly any other goalkeeper in the Premier League. That was a goal. Like, I don't know what more he really could have done.
I've got to give it to the guy though. His work rate was unbelievable. Like, he might not have the quality sometimes, but the hustling, like me and Lee was saying at the game, like that's what Sacco gives you. You know, that hustling, and he did that, and Ayew as well. Like, it just hustled for Tonga and Alderweireld, and they couldn't relax on the ball at all.
You just wonder, where has that been this season?
That's right. Lee said it in the vlog. I said it. Where has that been? When West Ham press, and we've said this for years, when West Ham press, we are a great team when we press, but we just don't do it enough. Why just because Tottenham are in town do we decide that we're going to play like that? Yeah,
it's frustrating. I have to say as well, I mean, like you say, everyone on the pitch was fantastic. Every single one of them. I think Byram, Cresswell, fantastic.
It's fantastic. Reed was just immense.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was brilliant, and it was great to see. Like we say, like, where was that effort throughout the rest of the season? If we'd have played like that, you know, where would we be?
Another clean sheet as well. We've got to point that out. Is that 4 now? I think that's 4, isn't it? Everton, Stoke, Swansea, and Tottenham. Obviously, Randolph was in goal for the Swansea game, but I think Adrian has, like we've been saying, the confidence that he brings to them three in front of him is just brilliant. And I love that actually Fonte gets up pitch now, where in that role he really tries to come and support. And like Gingy's there as the muscle, you've got Reed's the footballer, and then sort of Fonte's a mix of the muscle and footballer together. It's a really good mix of centre halves we've got there now. And like you said last week, Paul, Fonte's starting to look the player that we all thought we signed.
Yeah. Just needed time to settle in, I suppose. Yeah, I mean, brilliant. Like you say, 8s and 9s all over the pitch. Fantastic. I was a little bit worried after Noble got his yellow card quite early. I'm surprised. I thought we were going to see a red during the game.
Yeah, because the ref was a little bit thingy, giving stuff their way. Like, because I think, was it Lanzini that was clean through? In my opinion, I thought he was definitely taken out by Lloris.
100%. I mean, if you look at it, Lloris did get to the ball, but he completely went straight through Lanzini. Like, he knew what he was doing. And I know this is the thing, goalkeepers, they just get away with murder. They do. If that was anywhere else on the pitch, it's a foul.
Yeah.
So,
I think, again, it all boils back to what I've been saying the last couple of weeks. The players actually looked like they had a game plan, well drilled, and maybe Slavy's just starting to find that new formation now that's working. And you got to think, there was no Antonio, there's no Carroll. Obviously, Cresswell was in, but Masuaku's been our better player at left back recently. No Obiang. To put in a performance like that with, like, I'm sure all of you guys that are watching have seen the vlog from the Tottenham boys where they laughed at our starting lineup. They were dying of laughter, saying they're going to win 3-4-0. So to win it with that lineup as well, just a great performance. It's just a great performance. It was nice to see Fletcher as well. He nearly actually scored, didn't he, as well at the end?
Should have done. Again, it is a thing as well. Like, it's kind of annoyed me a little bit. The amount of stick that Caleri got for missing that chance that he made completely by himself, by the way. He got so much stick for missing that chance, and he's had so much stick for missing chances like that in the last few games. Fletcher missed a big chance. Yeah, it didn't matter in the grand scheme of things. It didn't matter. But Fletcher misses a chance that was just as good. Nothing said. Yeah.
I did think Fletcher looked good though when he come on. He's busy. He's a big. I like his size. I think that like for a young lad, he's a big lad.
Yeah. Also, hopefully. Sorry. Also, I was going to say as well, Chiari should have scored as well. Actually, after Lanzini got taken out, the ball came out to him and he tried to chip Lloris, and it went absolutely nowhere. It went miles wide. But it's mad. We could have had 3 or 4 easy. That period, that 5-10 minute period after we scored the goal, we absolutely battered them.
Well on top then, yeah. Just the way, still with the game, but not so much on the pitch. But the stadium, unbelievable. That was the London Stadium arrived. It was awoken by the West Ham fans. Like, only the Chelsea game sort of was the one before that where it was real rocking. But that was unbelievable. Like, outside was a party. It really was. Like, it was like being at Wembley, walking down that way. Like, unbelievable. Just shows it can have an atmosphere.
Yeah.
But again, it's up to the team to encourage the fans to create that atmosphere. You can only go on how we're playing. And this year there has been too many passengers in that team and too many poor performances.
Yeah, no, it came across as well. Obviously, I was watching on telly, and it did come across as well. It sounded fantastic there. And like you say, if we can carry that on into future games, if we can carry that kind of atmosphere into next season, and if the team can carry that kind of performance into next season, I'll be feeling a hell of a lot better, about next season. I'll be feeling a lot more confident, because this last few weeks I've been dreading it. But if we can keep that up, if we can keep that going into next season, who knows where we might end up.
Now thankfully safe officially. There was always the fear. I thought we were sort of safe when we got the draw last week, but now it's done, thank God. And hopefully, like you say, Paul, we can finish on a high now, because it can help you for next season. If you finish good, you usually start quite good. That especially in the West Ham days. Yeah. Because we have a tendency to finish bad and then start bad. Yeah. So hopefully it's the start of some good things. Coming out of the game, obviously the next day it was revealed that I think it was Winston Reid and Sheck are going to have some operations now. I think Sheck was on his wrist, and I can't remember what Winston Reid was. So that gives it some opportunities maybe for some kids to come in. What do you think? Yeah, no, brilliant. I mean, why not? Like you say, we're safe now. We're going to finish mid-table. So yeah, definitely, why not? Now's the time to do it. It's quite interesting that Kouyate's now going for an operation, like you say, on his wrist, because how long has he been wearing that bandage? It feels like since he signed. Yeah, I know. I thought he was like Keith Lemon. It was just part of it.
Yes, it's quite weird to think. Oh right, he was actually wearing that for a reason. So no, that'd be good to get him sorted out. Winston as well, but no, definitely get some kids in and see what they can do.
Step up now. Fernandez can step in. Nordvec can step in. I don't know whether he'll stay free at the back. I think Reece Oxford, they already made the playoff, didn't they? So he's probably still going to be about that team. But yeah, I'd like to see Ashley Fletcher and maybe Calieri have a go together. Maybe that could work. Them two. I don't know what his plans are, to be honest with you. Obviously, Carroll not taking part again. It just screams that we need to get rid of him for me now. Like, he's missing too many. He's a fantastic player. He is a fantastic player. But I do think it's time to go.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying that since I was saying that last summer. And I think every West Ham fan said it. On his day, he's unbelievable. On his day, he's unplayable. But he don't have enough of them. That's the problem. We can't carry our top earner when he's out after season. We can't do it. I'd still. I think I actually said this last week. I'd still definitely keep Andy, but we can't rely on him to be our main man. We can't rely on him to be the striker to lead the line. I'm happy enough for him to stay and be, that backup. But whether we're going to be happy to have a backup player on, 120 grand a year? 120 grand a week, 120 grand a year. Jeez, imagine a footballer on that. Yeah, 120 grand a week for someone to be backup. I don't know. But yeah, I think if a decent enough offer comes in, maybe if Newcastle come in for him, yeah, I'd let him go.
Yeah. On the youth side, I just want to make a point of pointing out that our under-23 Premier League team did qualify for the final yesterday. Fantastic. And if we win that, we'll be in the Premier Division of it. I think we're in Division 1, we'll be in the Premier Division. And just shows good things, really, like that we are sort of building nice. And there is some real good, tidy players in there. There are some fantastic young players. But whether they get the chance, who knows? Like, you got your Samuelsons. Apparently that Ingram guy is supposed to be very good, Jordan Brown. So, again...
That's good to see. Did they not get... I might be wrong here, but did they not get relegated last year?
Possibly.
So this is them coming straight back up, pretty much.
Yeah. And you got to think, like, Oxford's not there, Josh Cullen's not there, Tony Martinez is not there, who was sort of real spark of the early games this year for them. So, it's good stuff. It's really, really good stuff. I don't know whether Tony Martinez is back now, because I don't know where Oxford finished, but maybe he could be on the bench and given a little shout now. So, Slaven Bilic, obviously, we talk about him every week. Statement made this week, or sort of a leak or whatever, saying that they won't be discussing no contract until we see how we start. And it all sort of points, Paul, to what we were saying last week of what players are going to sign, what sort of motivation does it have for the players and the manager with that 1 year left on his contract.
It's poor. It's very poor. I mean, again, so like you say, we're going to be trying to sign players in the summer, and then players are going to be looking and saying, oh, right, yeah, I want to come and play for Slav, but he might not be here in a couple of months' time. So is it worth it? And it's just, again, we covered this so much last week. You can't do that. You've got to back him, give him a new contract, or let him go. Don't, letting the manager go into the last year of their contract is just never, in my opinion, it's never a good thing. Never a good thing. And it's just poor. I mean, it just smacks of, this board is just...
Tight.
It's tightness, and it's just we don't really want to sack him, so we'll see what happens in a couple of months, how we start. And he's got 2 games to save himself. Just make your mind up what you want to do and do it. Stop mucking about, being all just do it. Do you know what I mean?
That's right. I agree with what they said last year. Okay, that sort of towards the end of last season, David Sullivan was sort of half quoted as saying that he wanted to check that it wasn't a fluke season, like a fantasy season from Slav last year. And yeah, in some respects, maybe there was a lot on Slav's side last year. Last season at Upton Park, world-class player. But I heard this quote said about Anthony Joshua, actually, that the Vladimir Klitschko fight was like he had fought 10 fights. I would say this season Slav's done about 10 seasons in terms of what he's gone through at West Ham this year. New stadium, world-class players sulking, injury after injury, managers coming in the background like Mancini being seen at the stadium and stuff. So if anything, he's come out a bigger man this year. I know we've gone like no Slav at some points, but I don't know. I think he's done some good stuff through the bad. That again, you're probably going to point out the negatives of tactics and stuff as well, and square pegs. But
it's a difficult one. It really is. I mean, yeah. I'm not going to lie. You know, the Tottenham result has clouded me massively. It really has, because up until then, the last few weeks, like I've always said, and we have, both of us, we've always said, you know, we love Slav. We really do. Love Slav. Love him as our manager. Can he take us forward, or is he only going to take us backwards? Well, if he can get us playing how we played against Tottenham week in, week out, he's going to be taking us forwards. And that's what we need to see more of. Based on the last few weeks before that, he can't do that regularly. So I don't know. We'll have to see how the season finishes. But regardless of whether I think or you think he can do it or not, the board must know, and they have to make a decision. They have to make a decision one way or the other.
Yeah, I agree. It's like you say, like the tactical side of it, he maybe needs to work on that. And for me, going forward as a manager, for him, if at the end of the day a player has to learn, a manager has to learn, he's got to cut his stubbornness out. You know, like if Randolph not playing well, put Adrian in. That took too long for that to happen. You got players like Arbeloa. Again, Arbeloa didn't play well when he played, but that's a guy, I don't know how much he's on at West Ham. He's got to be on like 70 grand a week at West Ham, surely.
That's the thing as well. You say he didn't play well when he played. How many minutes did he play?
That's right, yeah.
What did he actually... What did he make?
I can't remember the game he actually played in, to be honest. I can't remember it.
Like, one appearance. That's not enough to judge a player. Yeah. So who knows what's happened behind the scenes there, but...
Listen, Mark Noble played well on Friday night, but again, it's all that stubbornness and I don't drop captains. What does that say? What does that say? I'm just trying to dig some negatives out on him as well, like on ways he needs to improve as a manager. Listen, Alex Ferguson didn't care when Roy Keane was kicking up a fuss and he was a captain. Van Nistelrooy, Yapstam, you've got to be have a bit of stubbornness, but not too much. Do you know what I mean? Oh well.
Yeah, no, it'd be again. This now. I mean, I think really. Again, we said this last week about transfers. Who knows what this board is going to do? Who knows? Who knows what we're going to do in the transfer window? Who knows what they're going to do regarding Slav? Who knows? It's a massive. It's quite at the same time. At the same time, it's quite exciting as well. It is quite exciting because you don't know. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
I really don't know. I wouldn't even put a guess on who we're going to sign. Whether we're going to dilly-dally again and they're going to try and sell us up the wrong path again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did read, I can't remember where it was now, but I did read that apparently Defoe has agreed a move somewhere. Not to us. I can't remember the team who it was now.
Wouldn't surprise me if it was someone like Palace.
I can't remember who it was now. And apparently, again, Sigurdsson to Everton.
Yeah, that's a banker, that one. He ain't coming West Ham. He's too good for West Ham.
So it'd be interesting to see, it'd be interesting to see. One, there was very, very vague, but I might as well mention it because it's something to talk about. On these at Mother Brown, one of the in the nose, guy called Fours Hammer, said that we have been in talks with a well-known player from La Liga.
Torres?
That was the first name that was mentioned.
Yeah, but I can see him going to Newcastle now.
Yeah?
If Rafa stays there...
That's a good point.
Free transfer. Could see him going there, perhaps.
Yeah, could be. Lionel Messi ain't signed a new contract.
Yeah. And you watch after this video now, mate. There's going to be rumours everywhere.
Yeah, Messi to West Ham.
Ridiculous rumours. Have there been any ridiculous rumours this week?
No, not really this week. Not that I've seen, anyway. There've been a bit.
There was a couple of rumours about Pickford. I see. Again, can't see him coming West Ham.
Well, what
the goalkeepers in the league.
What were they quoting? 20, 30 million or something.
Yeah,
so
can't see it. Can't see it. Like him, good goalkeeper. But, yeah, I just can't see it. And I think he'll have a lot more options, to be honest, than West Ham. I think Arsenal will be looking at a goalkeeper possibly. If De Gea leaves Manchester United...
Arsenal could be an interesting one, actually, this summer. If Wenger goes, that could put...
I don't think he will.
I don't know. If he does go, that could leave quite a few of their players looking for new clubs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But...
I can't remember. Was it you last week or Lee a couple of weeks ago? I can't remember. I know. Mentioned Sturridge quite a lot, but looking at it now, I think I would bang 30 million on Josh King.
Yeah. It's it was me who mentioned it, and I'd love to see us sign him. It's another one though. 30 million is a lot of money for a player that could be a one-season wonder. Yeah,
but. I think I wouldn't mind taking a gamble. I really wouldn't. And like you say, it could be a one-season wonder, but I don't know. He looks good. He does look a good player. But again, we'll see. And again, he's another one. I've read he was linked with Tottenham. Actually, I think it was after you said it. I read a little article and it said he was linked with Tottenham. So again, he ain't going to come West Ham over Tottenham.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. They have been pretty quiet now. After, like I say, I think because we've said West Ham fans are not going to be taken for mugs anymore. We're not going to buy into these stupid rumours, and hopefully the board have taken that on board. Hopefully they're listening, and they're sort of thinking, all right, well, we'll just be quiet and get our business done. I don't know whether that's likely or not with this board. But it'd be nice.
It depends on whether those season tickets are selling, mate.
Yeah.
If they're selling, then they can probably keep quiet. If they don't, I wouldn't be surprised if another rumour comes out. What was it, the rumour last week? That real ridiculous one? Who was it?
It was Morata a few weeks ago. It was...
oh, yes, it was Mertens.
Yeah.
Mertens. Yeah. One of them will come out again. One of them sort of rumours. I wouldn't mind as well. I don't know whether you're aware of him. I think I mentioned him a couple of times on this channel. I wouldn't mind Tammy Abrahams at Bristol City. I think it is. He's at Chelsea youth. He's already on like 50 grand a week, and he's only 18. But he is a top striker. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if he's sort of on Chelsea's bench next year, though. To be honest, like he is that good. But yeah, I think there's a guy at Leeds as well, Woods. Top goal scorer again. Maybe we need to start looking down there as well, because you can get someone. I know people will be like, "Oh, we should be a bit more ambitious," but it's nice to try and pluck something like that out of the bag every now and then. Yeah,
it is. It's quite yes and no. I mean, obviously, you get the likes of Antonio came up, unbelievable, fantastic. Cresswell. Byram's starting to show some form now as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm not averse to that. I am. I'm going to admit I am one of these typical fans who gets excited by foreign names. I can't help it. I do. Anytime
with signing Savio Naresco.
Yeah, mate. Anytime we ever sign anyone like that, I always think straight away, they're going to be the best player ever. They're going to be world beaters. Doesn't really work out.
I remember when what was his name? The Mexican lad. What was his name? The little Mexican.
Barrera?
Pablo Barrera, that was the one, yeah. I remember when he signed, it was like, yeah, we've signed someone here.
There's been a few of them. Barrera. Jimenez, yeah. He was good, wasn't he, Jimenez? There was, what, do you know, for me, was the biggest disappointment, though, was Diego Tristan. Because in his day...
Come with a big reputation.
In his day, what a player. Yeah. Didn't work out for us, unfortunately. Benny McCarthy as well. People laugh, but I was well happy when we signed Benny McCarthy.
Oh, mate, so was I. Like, because obviously when he originally came over, when he come to Blackburn, we were linked with him as well, weren't we? And we missed a trick there. When he first come over, he was sensational. He was
unbelievable.
Together. Well, unbelievable. But we've had it too many times. All these like players, we don't get me wrong, we've had a few good ones as well. I really like Nocerino. I think we should have signed Nocerino. I thought he was a fantastic midfielder.
Yeah, I agree. But I think when he signed, he was...
I really like Franco as well.
Franco was good. Franco was getting on a bit. But no, Nocerino, I think at the time he came in, he was... I remember saying at the time, he was on a different wavelength to the players around him. He was making passes and no one was reading the pass. No one was making the runs for him. Didn't really work out. But no, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens this summer. It will be interesting. We'll keep up the transfer videos.
Sorry, mate.
I was going to say, we'll keep up. I'll do my transfer videos. I'll bring them back.
Yeah. We're going to try and that's one thing we're going to try and do, guys, this year during the off season. Obviously, we will do a podcast weekly if we can talk about stuff. Obviously, we had the Euros last year, so it was a little bit easier to sort of tick things over. But any transfer news that comes up or any little snippets about the new kit and stuff, because obviously that won't be long until that's out again. We'll be talking about it over the summer. Really try and keep content flowing over the summer. Obviously, Paul's wedding might sort of slow it down for a week or two, because Paul is getting married. But
that's something as well, actually, that annoys me, and it annoys me every single season, is the new kit. Like, you get other teams that have already released and announced their kits.
We used to plan it in the last game of the season. We used to plan it.
Yeah, a lot of clubs.
All the stock's been sold before we even do anything.
A lot of clubs still do, but now we seem to have it. It's like some big, massive international secret. You know what I mean? No one's allowed to see what the West Ham kit might look like. I don't know. It's quite annoying. I didn't buy this season's kit. I don't know if any other viewers know, but I live in Northern Ireland, which is still in the UK, by the way, right? Still comes under the UK Post Office. If I want to buy anything from West Ham United and I want to buy it from their shop, I want to buy it from their website and get it sent to me, I have to pay £15 postage. £15, right? I was going to buy the season review DVD from last summer. It was, I don't know, a tenner. £15 postage on top.
Nah,
are you serious? Mate. This is, again, normal Royal Mail. It's nothing special. In the end, one of my mates bought it for me and sent it over to me. It cost him about 50p or something. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Hopefully the kit's out by your wedding, mate. I can get you that as a wedding present.
Well, there you go. But no, I was going to get this season's home kit just to have, because it's obviously the first kit in the new stadium, but it looks like mediums are all sold out at the minute. So any viewers, if you're watching,
send us one.
Send us an home kit.
DM us and send Paul one so he gets one for the end of the season. There's obviously we'll keep you updated with anything that's going on. Looking ahead, Liverpool on Sunday. They're not great.
No.
They seem to have run out of steam. It seems like Klopp's style. Again, I talked about West Ham playing that pressing game on Friday, but it seems they press for about 60 minutes. A couple of games I've watched at Liverpool, and then they just die. After about 60 minutes. They're dead on their feet, and I think we can do them. To be honest, I think we can do them.
Yeah, I do. They don't scare me. They really don't. Liverpool they're a decent team. I don't think they're a great team. I don't think they're anything really to be massively feared.
Like Coutinho, obviously. Fantastic footballer. I really do like Coutinho.
Firmino, they've got good players, but I don't know. To me, they're missing that Suarez. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I like Mane as well. Obviously, Mane's injured at the moment. He's ruthless pace, but I don't fear them at all. I really don't. I think now we can just play with freedom. Like I say, see the likes of Fernandes playing. Hopefully, Masuaku's back as well. I'm quite excited about it. To be honest, it'd be a nice way to end the season.
Say this, they'll probably beat us 4-0 now, but still.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am. It's going to sound wrong as a football fan, but I'm sort of a little bit relieved that the season's over now. To be honest, it's been a long struggle. It really has. It's been hard. Like I said in the vlog, like I've been waiting to do a vlog like that all season, and it's took to like the second from last game to be able to give you one that's like quality enough to be able to deliver it to you. Yeah,
no, it's I know what you mean, mate. It'd be good to get this season under the belt and then start getting that excitement again. Looking forward to the new season that you get every year. You know,
this year, no Euros this year, so you really are gonna miss it.
Yeah,
like for 12 to 8, 12-week period sort of thing. So yeah, players will get a proper rest, thankfully, as well.
I think that's a big thing as well. Obviously, contending with that last season, you know, like you say, players are going to be properly rested, going to have a proper pre-season under their belt. If Slav does stay, Obviously, last year he was away doing punditry and stuff for the TV. There's going to be no distractions or anything like that. I know he's got his surgery, which I suppose, yeah. But no, it'd be good to have a proper break, and like I say, just come back fresh and looking forward and being excited about that new season. Hopefully, we do make a few big signings just to
early doors as well, so they get a pre-season with the boys.
Yeah.
And get the dead wood out quick as well. I know you've got to sign, like we can't go and go, oh, Sacco, Carroll, go, and then wish other clubs know how desperate we will be for a striker then, and they hold you to ransom. So we have got to be a bit astute with that, but don't hang on to them too long either. Like, hopefully Valencia goes pretty quick as well.
Do you reckon?
So it just frees up.
I've been hearing Everton might keep him.
I can see it, because I think Lukaku's gone. I think Lukaku will definitely go. Where he will go, I don't know. PSG, Man United, even Chelsea obviously are linked as well. So they will need someone, and obviously where he's done okay there. Whenever I've seen him play, he's done all right for them. So, don't know. Predictions for Sunday, last home game at London Stadium?
I mean, I actually can see there being goals in this one. I thought the Tottenham game was going to be tight, but I do think we'll win. I can see this one. I can see there being goals in this. I reckon I'm going to say 2-2.
Good job. I never predict us to win, even though I think we will. I'm going to say, no, I am. I'm going to say a 2-1 West Ham win. And I think Lanzini will get another one. It'd be a shame to see the clean sheet thing go as well, because I'd really like to see us keep a clean sheet to the end of the season. I think that'd be so great for the confidence. But
it would be great. It'd be interesting to see if we do manage to keep clean sheets to the end of the season, what they do with Adrian.
Yeah. Well, for me now, Adrian stays.
Of course.
And how much has that changed? You watch a podcast probably from about 3 to 6 months ago. We were saying, no, Randolph needs to come in, blah, blah, blah. Now. Yeah,
I mean, we were saying that Randolph needs to come in, and he did at the time. He did need to come in, and Adrian did need to be dropped. But it wasn't that long before we were saying Adrian's better.
Well, again, going back to the Tottenham game, there was a save that he pulled off with his feet. I think it was Dele Alli's shot.
Put it over the bar, yeah.
Yeah, like Randolph. It was
Kane shot.
Okay, yeah. That he does pull off some really, really good saves, and he seems to. Apart from that first game when he came back, I think it was the throw-in by Masuaku, he sort of knows now not to piss ball about. Don't do Dele, just bloody get rid of it. Stop. There's no need. You're not impressing anyone. Who cares if a goalkeeper can touch it and do kick-ups or go round 6 players?
Yeah.
I don't care. You're there to save shots and claim crosses at the end of the day. Oh, well, that's it for the Liverpool preview, guys. Let us know what you think. Who would you like to see in? Maybe would you like to see Ashley Fletcher come in? Would you like to see Tony Martinez come in? Who knows? Let us know what you think. Anyway, who's your danger man? Who do you think we should be looking out for? Yeah, Paul. So let's move on to the questions. Unless there's anything burning inside of you that you can think that you want to talk about West Ham or anything in general. Regard to the club or the West?
No, not really. I mean, the board have been pretty quiet recently, which is nice to see. So no, not really. Nothing really going on in the world of football. One of my mates, who's a Man United fan, actually told me today that they've been linked with, or a pre-contract agreement or something signed with Gareth Bale. So
yeah, I just read that.
Bale could be coming back to the Premier League. And then, funny enough, my mate said. He wouldn't. He's not sure if he'd take him. He'd be like, "It's like, mate."
Yeah, all right, mate.
He would be your best player by a mile.
Yeah,
that's
of course.
Not being funny, right? That's a state. Like, see, again, I live in Northern Ireland, right? So everyone over here supports either Man United or Liverpool. They all support one or the other, and see the fans for both sides. Ridiculous. Yeah. It's things like that. Like, where are Man United? What are they? 6th, 5th, 6th?
Yeah. And someone actually said there was a really interesting tweet that I read just before we went out, actually. Manchester United were 7 points or something like 6 points behind first, gone on a 25-game unbeaten run, and they're like 17 points behind.
Yeah.
Because they've had something like 10 draws.
No, I saw something like that as well, and it was the same sort of thing. It basically said, before their run, they were 5th, now or 6th, and now after their massively unbeaten run, they're now 5th. They've done nothing, they've moved nowhere. But I mean, it just makes me laugh when you get players that are like Gareth Bale standard, and then you get fans of these clubs saying, nah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like West Ham get excited when we sign Snodgrass. It's the difference, isn't it? It's the difference. So we'll move on to the questions. There's not many. Obviously, I only put the tweet out on Monday, and we're filming this Tuesday for a Wednesday release. So please, guys, if there's any questions that you want for next week, you're watching now, put them in the comments. You can DM us on Twitter. We don't mind. You don't just have to comment. We don't mind if you drop us a DM or DM us on Facebook. We really don't mind. Just drop them in. You can even drop them. You can even drop them in to West Ham Fan Zone, our sort of partner on Facebook and Twitter. So just let them know or let us know. Thank you. Stephen Roxy, I think that's how you pronounce it. Is there still a way for us to qualify for the Europa League? Mathematically, that is not realistic. Do we want it? If so, Stephen, mate, I don't know what league you've been watching, mate, but no, there's no. I don't think there's any chance whatsoever. I think it's top 6, top 7 to get there. Maximum we can finish, and this would be a total collapse from the teams above. Is 8th, I think. Yeah,
it is. Yeah, 8th is the most we can finish. Obviously, there's no Intertoto Cup or anything like that anymore. So
there's no fair play league either.
No fair play. There's So no, it's not possible. And no, I wouldn't want it either. Even if it was possible, to sneak in, I wouldn't want to. Like we were saying earlier, I'd rather just have a full pre-season, not have to worry about extra games and stuff like that.
Like, listen, if we can't do it, but I'm saying for next year, if we can put a run together and qualify for the group stage, then yes, but not. I don't want to go through all that qualifying starting off in July again, because it kills you. It kills your season. It does. And even in that great season, the last one at Upton Park, the pace at the end just sort of dropped off, didn't it? Apart from the Manchester United game. Yeah. So yeah, not for me. I don't think we're ready for it, and we clearly aren't ready for it. Astra Gugu or Astra effing Gugu, if you want to watch the. I can't remember the geezer's name. What's his name? Dom on West Ham Fan TV. Yeah, they beat us twice in a row, and this is a pub team. Do you know what I mean?
To be fair though, they went quite far. They went quite deep this year.
Yeah.
So they're not as bad as we thought they were, but still, no. Agree with everything you said.
Nicholas Craven, how much would you give Slav this summer to spend to make us a top 6 team, and who needs to go for us to get to a higher stage? Well,
big
we're
money.
not going to be a top 6 team anytime soon.
No.
I'm going to be really realistic. I'm not going to sit here and be that optimistic, because I've been that guy. Yeah, do you know what? We're going to be bigger than Arsenal in 5 years' time. We're not. We need to be aspiring to be a top 6 club. I think that's the difference. And you're not going to be aspiring to be a top 6 club with Gokantor, Fagoulis, Cagliari's, and signings like that. Like even, I don't know. You need to be like Everton. That's the sort of level we need to get to. Everton are very, very clever with. I know they have a very good relationship with Manchester United, but like that, through the years, you've got to think they picked up your Philip Nevilles, your Gibsons, and like players like they picked up like your Distans in the past, your Ashley Williams. They're the sort of level players we need to be looking at, like your Ashley Williams sort of players, the ones that are sitting in your mid to lower level league tables, but they're probably their team's best player.
Well, you could argue we did that with Snodgrass, really, and Font as well.
Yeah.
So, maybe we are going that way. But no, I agree. Yeah, we're, unless someone comes in the summer and pumps 300-400 million into the club, it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time, and it's going to be a building process. But I do think we can get there. I
Not yet.
But yeah.
And I speak about every week because I'm very passionate about the youth players. We have to start mixing some of that in as well. We have to sort of start showing some confidence in the youth players as well. Sometimes you could have. I've said it many times. You could have that £40 million player sitting in your youth team, and you don't need to go and buy. You only have to look at, again, it was a golden era, but someone like your Joe Coles, your Michael Carricks, Rios and Franks are 40, 50 million pound players in today's market sitting in your youth team. Whether we've got anyone like that, who knows? Just something I remembered before we move on. It is the West Ham Awards tonight, so by the time this goes out, obviously we will know who the Hammer of the Year is, and I think it's pretty obvious. I think that it's going to be Mikel now. Anyone else? I think Winston Reid, I really do think Winston Reid deserves a lot of credit for this season. I think he is immense.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player. But yeah, no, it's hard to look past Antonio. There's no one else really sort of stands out. Lanzini, yeah. Lanzini. Even Obiang would have an outside shot, I think. Yeah,
that's a good shot.
But no, it's probably going to be Antonio. It'd be quite interesting, actually. See, on Soccer AM weekend, Ray Winston was on, and he was saying that he thinks it was the end of season awards last year that killed our season.
It probably did, mate, because we had it too early. And that was the couple of days before the Swansea game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When we lost 4-1, and that sort of killed the Champions League hopes as well. Then
he was saying he was there at the Do last year, and from the sound of things, they all had a very good time. They actually cut like the audio is, which goes to show, because live TV isn't really live anymore. It runs on a delay just in case. And they actually did silence quite a bit of what he was saying. He mentioned someone's name that they cut out, and I think he swore as well, which they cut out. But yeah, it sounds like that ruined the season last year. So hopefully we don't get the same sort of hangover again this year. Obviously, there's nothing to play for this time, but still.
No. Burham's Ahern. Due to the fact it looks likely that Swansea will stay up after their massive win over Everton, do you think we'd still be in a chance to sign Gylfi Sigurdsson? He's got a few questions, so I'll break it up. No, I really don't. I think me and Paul discuss it all the time, and Lee does as well. I think he's going Everton. I think he's got a lot more suitors than West Ham. This guy's a fantastic player. Love him. I'd love the guy. I think he'd be fantastic for us, but I think he's got a lot bigger fish to fry than West Ham.
Yeah.
And if not, who would you like to be the Payet replacement? Personally, I'd love to see someone like Ivan Perisic, wouldn't we all, sign, who can play that cam left midfield role, and he's Croatian.
Well, yeah, okay. Perisic, yeah, Rakitic. Why not just get Modric as well?
Modric.
Yeah, sweet, of course. We're not going to sign a Payet replacement. Not now. Payet last season was one of the best players in the world. Easily one of the best players in Europe. We're not going to sign a player of that calibre. It's not going to happen. We are not going to get a Payet replacement.
Unless it's luck again.
Yeah, it would need to be massive luck again. No, I mean, what I want to see is us develop Lanzini into that replacement. That's what I want to see, and I think he's already taken big steps this season.
Fernandes into the Lanzini. Do you know? I mean, so Lanzini becomes the Payet, Fernandes becomes the Lanzini.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but we have got some good players there. I really do. I agree with I think we do need a left winger as well. We need the balance. Obviously, Antonio's fantastic on the right, but I think if you have a real good bossy left midfielder as well, we could have a real good team then.
What do you think? What do you think about moving Masuaku up?
Yeah, I called that with Lee. I said play Cresswell left back and put Masuaku left wing. Give it a try. Maybe in these next two games is the time to try it. Cresswell did, like you said earlier in the video, Cresswell did fantastic against Tottenham. Yeah, why not play him at left wing? Give him a go. Play Fernandes on right wing for a little while, maybe. I don't know. Put but then Nordvet and Noble is a bit... Yeah, I don't want both of them playing. I thought it was a bit harsh that Nordvet was dropped, even though Noble played fantastic. I thought Nordvet has played well these last few games.
Yeah, I agree.
Mark, regular now actually. We we need a major clear. Sorry, we hear a major clear out is going to happen in the summer, but Nordvet has played well recently. What is your thought on giving him more time? Well, I've sort of half answered that there. Yeah, I think he's been all right when he played in his position. Paul, no.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. You know, most of the games he's played this season have been out of position at right back. When he's played in his proper position as a defensive midfielder, he's played well. He was a standout player last year in the Bundesliga, playing as a defensive midfielder. So 100%, absolutely, I'd give him another season. 100%, I'd be quite gutted to see him go, actually.
Yeah. And I know if Lee was here today, he would be banging on about the point that he is the only guy who has got that 60-yard diagonal pass. No other West Ham player's got it. You can sit here, West Ham, claret and blue sunglasses, guys, and pretend that Mark's Xavi Alonso, but no, Nordvet is the only guy in that sort of calibre of passing range. I'm not saying he's Xavi Alonso. Please do not quote me that Nordvet is Xavi Alonso, but he's the only one who sort of can see that pass and ping that pass. SB, regular as always. We sort of just touched on this, but let's just repeat it again just to be kind. Who is your hammer of the year? Mine is Mikel Antonio. I have voted Mikel Antonio as well. Like I say, if it was an outside shout, it would be Winston Reid as well, because I think Winston's been absolutely immense all year. That's it for the questions this week, guys. Thank you so much for all the questions. I say it every week, guys, recently since we've been back, but we are on 1,478 subscribers. We need 22 in a week and a half to hit 1,500 by the end of the season. Guys, if you know anyone that likes West Ham, if you like our videos, share our stuff, because if we hit 1,500, I'll be absolutely buzzing after what has been a tough season. And even off camera, you know, we've had so much going on, and it would just really, you know, push us on for next year if we hit that sort of 15.
Yeah, it does help the channel a lot, and like Luke says, it means a lot to us as well. Obviously, like he says, a lot of off-camera stuff this year as well. Obviously, we took quite a big break throughout the season where we didn't post anything up for a while. But no, we're back now, and you know, we're trying to get back into regular posting again. We're sticking to that. So yeah, if you do enjoy our stuff, please do like the videos, please do subscribe, and get us out there. Help us to grow. We really appreciate it.
Me and Lee will be about on Sunday with the West Ham vlog. It'll be the final one from Lee for a while, because obviously he's going to work away. For those of you who don't know, I'm not renewing my season ticket. Controversial. Throw whatever you want at me, but no. Where it's just me and Lee goes, I'll just have a little explanation now. Where it's just me and Lee that go, I will find it a bit weird going by myself. I know I love West Ham, and I don't go there just to have a chat with Lee. But yeah, I'm going to have a couple of years off while Lee's away, and then I'm going to come back. But I will be on the same sort of level of some of the other West Ham YouTubers. I will be doing some reviews. I'll be doing every review every Saturday. So I will still be here if you miss me, guys. But yeah, I'll be doing maybe some more newsy-like stuff during the week. I'll try and sort of feel the news and do the reviews, because I love it. I love the comments from you guys. Check out West Ham Fan Zone, guys, if you haven't already. They're on Twitter and Facebook. That's it from me. Please like, comment, subscribe, and until next week, keep believing. Come on, you irons.
Cheers.